who truly loves. People think that those who love them support their tastes. But this is not true. Whoever loves us alerts the way and makes us think that we are on the right path. Scolding is a good thing for those who want to change, but it sucks for those who want to remain wrong. When you get it wrong in an exercise, it is a damning factor. The ideal was to prepare not to make mistakes. But those who always need to suffer the damage to learn, will not have enough life to get on the right path. Today I was thinking about life, as I watched the movie Dark with some people. In it, time passes in a strange way, and there is no going back to what was decided to go wrong. It made me think of time, and to observe that when you make a mistake, you take an extremely dangerous and really no return path. But also those who make mistakes can develop a sense of decision for good. But that only happens if the person really accepts the right path. When he does not accept, the person likes to say that he is being condemned. But there is condemnation for evil, and there is rebuke. Whoever takes a wrong path and remains on it, when he is rebuked for good. Because receiving messages that you are correct even if you are wrong, just shows how much others are deceiving you. Life is about struggle, it is about seeking knowledge, it is about justified decisions. A person on the right path does not give others the power to rebuke. And life becomes the way you decided to live. Only one thing is impossible, to make someone by free choice, to choose what he does not want. Life may hit that person, but he will continue on the path he has chosen, until suffering overcomes his arrogance to remain on that path. The longer it takes, the more difficult life will be in the future. When they say that we plant what we harvest, it is true. Our choices manage our future. So it is necessary to think very carefully, before the wrong decision can ruin the future. Sometimes the future we dream of can be lost by a mere decision. When I saw that watching Dark and watching that there was a great debate with the people who were with me, trying to find out what was happening, and seeing the joy on their faces, I noticed that life is about doing things that generate importance. That life is not being spent in vain. When someone learns and understands that rebuke is much better than indifference, the person begins to understand what love really is. But how do we know if a rebuke is good or bad? Simple, talking to who scolds. If the person who scolds can show reason, then that person is good. But if in conversation you can prove to her that her rebuke is wrong, then she is wrong. Who does not talk, is the arrogant person. In other words, arrogance is in the person who first decides not to talk. The use of thoughtful conversation shows the truth, but many people do not wish to hear the truth, prefer to hear hundreds of false compliments, rather than a true rebuke. Reproof should cause a force to develop that is superior to the position you are in, and get out of the bad spot you are in. Ignoring has never been, and it will never be a good thing. Whoever does this, will fall into sufferings that they never expected, because arrogance does not listen to the advice of others, only listens to their own wishes, and those who support their own tastes. It is not because I like something, that it is right. The right is the right, regardless of my will. And what makes us humble is knowing that what is right is above ourselves. How many times do I see people aged 14 or 15 years scold me using reason? And I have to accept such as this is correct. He who accepts rebuke is taking a better path than he who remains in error. And from experience, understanding that whoever rebukes, wants your good, and staying with such people, and such people understand that if you are rebuked it is because you are loved, it makes life a joy. But remember, rebuke is only good when completely justified and debated.
If you are looking for more content from different areas, Visit the reformadorstathought.com website. News and detailed content can be found. With system of research and organization of text and video.